Hi there everybody, and welcome to Bill's Seadoo Midlife Crisis. My name is Bill and welcome to spring 2024. It's about April 23rd. Kind of chilly to be honest, but doesn't matter. We just picked up our machines out of storage, and I think I speak for all Seadoo enthusiasts when I say thank God spring is finally here and we can get back to riding. And for me, the season is about riding, but it's also about tinkering. I had a machine here over the winter in my garage that I did a big rebuild on, did some other videos on that, and I just sold that machine. So thanks, Michael. I'm really hoping you enjoy that this year. It's a good machine, and I think he'll have fun with it. And I had a lot of fun working on it. I have a whole bunch of things that I want to do to these machines before we get started. You can't tell, but I just had total hip replacement, so I'm only about 3 weeks post surgery. So I have about another month and a half to go before I'm ready to actually ride, but I can walk around and I can do a little bit of work. So light work. I have a whole bunch of small jobs, and I'm going to make videos on them all just for people to enjoy and maybe learn a bit from some of the things that I do, and mostly because I like doing them. And we're also going to do a bunch of videos, hopefully, with I bought a drone over the winter. We're going to do some videos of the destinations, places that we go. We're planning to do a few trips around southern Ontario with the machines, and we're going to chronicle those in some videos as well. So I'm going to grab my other camera, do a little walk around, and let you know the various things that I'm hoping to get done on these machines before my hip heals and I'm ready to be back on the water in about a month and a half, mid-June. Okay, one little project. This might not be its own little video because it might not be a video at all. I have to change that light. I bashed it into a bush last year and broke it. Definitely one video will be me doing a service, or at least a check on these hubs to make sure that these hubs are okay. I think they are, but you never know. And probably in that same video, we'll go through tightening all the bolts on the trailer and what have you. We're going to also double check around. We might change these winches. They're old and they are working, but they are a little rusty, and you know, we might think about getting those switched out, but otherwise they're working okay. All the rest of the trailer is in good shape, so that's all good. Now, on the GTI, this machine I bought at the end of last year. Got a great deal on it, but it has all sorts of damage. The most significant, and I can't really get in there to see it, is right there. And that is from rubbing up and down against a dock in a storm, and that is going to be a bunch of gel coat repair, which is okay. And then there's another little one right there, and then a bunch of scratches that we have, and there's a few other gel coat nicks as well on the top, but that over there is the most serious. So we're going to get that done. I think I'm going to take this whole nose cone off, and I think I'm not sure. I may or may not paint it. It actually looks okay. I might just leave that. There's definitely a lot of buffing and polishing to be done. You can see some, I don't even know what that is, but it needs to be polished. It's in pretty good shape. The spots that aren't damaged, like there's some nicks like that. There's a little nick right there. The rub rail here is in pretty good shape. The footwells are all in pretty good shape. The steering column, storage, that's all very good. I am going to do a little video on how to maximize the storage in there and how I do that. Seat on this machine is in great shape. I did a little repair. There's another nick right there that needs to be fixed. These, my corner caps, are definitely going to come off and get painted because they are bashed up and bleached. They don't look good at all. So I'm gonna paint those. I already did a pump service on this machine, and it's all good. And we're gonna definitely do that corner cap. Now on this machine, my 155 suspension model, these are driving me nuts because they look so bad. This whole back piece, the previous owner rode this through the Severn locks. That was basically what he did. He rode up and down the Severn and visited friends, but he never put any bumpers on when he was in the locks. And so all the rub rails and the corners got really scratched up because it was really weird. When I went to buy this machine, it was in such good shape except for that. And that drives me nuts. So I'm gonna take this whole thing off and paint it. Other than that, it's in pretty good shape. I've got to put in a one-way sculper valve in here because I was getting water back into my bilge. When I installed the bilge pump, I actually took on more water because it was going back down. I didn't realize how much water was coming over the back here and going in. So I have a sculper valve I'm going to install there. It'll just stop the water from running back into the hull. This rub rail is scratched up, but I may paint this like right here. Pretty scratched up, and it bugs me. That's funny, I put a post on the Facebook forums, and you can't imagine how many people said to me, don't be an idiot, don't paint those, that's what they're there for, they're supposed to get scratched. And I get it. I own 2 jet skis and I've owned a whole bunch of others. I understand what the function of the rub rail is, but I also would like it to look nice. So I might paint that, not sure. And again, this nose cone, I might do like a satin paint on that as well, and just, make the whole thing look, newer. Because otherwise, like, the hood on this thing is in fantastic shape. It's really, nice. All the black plastic definitely needs conditioning and cleaning. Like, they just came out of storage like an hour ago. So they need a cleaning and a polishing. But mostly, they're in pretty good shape. And I'm pretty happy with, how my starting point with them. I think it'll be fun. So the other thing that I'm going to do is install in the GTI a bilge pump. That there is not one. The motor's in excellent shape. There is no bilge pump in there, and I would like to get that installed. And for peace of mind, I have one obviously in here that we talked about, which is why I'm putting in that sculper valve. And when I put in the exhaust for the bilge, I think I'm going to put it right here, which is what most people do. And I think I'll just get one with a sculper valve so that it doesn't take on water. Oh, I'll make one other video, maybe 2 videos of the battery install on both these machines. The one battery for this goes down in here, and it's not terrible, but it's not the easiest battery to put in. And the other one goes in the front on the GTI, which is not hard at all. But again, for newer people coming to the hobby, they may want to have some instruction on how to do it. I certainly did when I first started. So I think what I'll end up doing is taking one of these machines off of the trailer, putting it on my dolly in the garage so I can get it more easily at both sides. Probably this GTI, since it's lighter and smaller for the garage, and get working on that gel coat up there and try to repair that best I can. I'm not going to be able to get it perfect, but I will definitely be able to make it look better than it looks right now. That's for sure. I'm excited to make this machine look, pretty much brand new, with the exception of where I do the repairs. It won't be perfect, but be pretty good. I'm getting pretty good at gel coat, so we'll see. So that's that. That's what I'm going to be doing on all these machines for the next month or so. So watch for the videos. Thanks so much.